Okay, so a little over 2 years later, I had that many views, lifetime views. This was blowing my mind. I wasn't sure what was going on. I really wasn't. But I became fascinated with the advertisements, how they were chosen, why they were chosen. And then I started getting used to finding out about thumbnails, these little teeny things that get picked. So I made these tapes, and I'm glad I did, these pictures, because I wanted to capture what was going on at the moment. It was insane. I would Google Pete Maneri, okay? And let me see, look at all this stuff, okay? I was like, what is going on, okay? There'd be Pete Maneri, like Pete Maneri, place about Smith, like all this crazy stuff. What is this shit, Added by Pete Maneri, place about Spoonfit. Pete Maneri live at Josh. What the fuck is? Unfortunately, last half of this thing was killed for me. Considering, okay, so let's just go through this. What's going on? And I was wearing all these, trying to play the part, act as if. All of these videos were erased, okay? I'm in my second YouTube channel now. More on that later, people there. So it just kept happening, like, what is this stuff? Excuse me, look at this one. Miss Rossetti, The Exorcism of Exorcism, the Samsungi of Pete Maneri. Lou Reed. I became obsessed with titles. What was making people look at these things? Was my music really that good? I could sort of make a sound, but it wasn't really a groove. I was blown, my mind was blown, really, okay? The Legend of Rex Cravat. By coming up on stage and being with me in the steel, Pete Maneri, he really helped me. Have a nice day. To thine own self be rock star. But with boundaries, I played shortly and entered the limelight without the usual Pete Maneri pomp and circumstance. I became more interested in Shakespeare, this guy at Lawrenceville that I was force-fed and never liked. I didn't understand the purpose of understanding him. And I still don't see the purpose in really studying his work because the language is old. But what he did was clever. He was able to move language and communication a notch further. Was some clever. Garth Answer is one of my Lawrenceville classmates. There's something about this guy. Yeah, everybody's got a sad story, but Keith's emergence from sabbatical, okay, blah, blah. You know what the Keith Taylor thing was? He came over to my house about 6 in the morning. He plugged in. We played for 10 minutes. He shook a bottle of rocks, and I did something weird on the guitar and sent it to YouTube. Next thing you know, people were talking about it. Like, what was it? What was going on? And it was the beginning of Jeff Counts in The Fall of Racism and Be With the Outsiders. Racism is falling as a dog goes home to the land of gods. Pete Maneri and the truth of... Holy shit, man. And it's funny that they would link People Kill People available now on the voice of Pete Maneri. Some kind of southern take on it. So what I was told by somebody when my Facebook identity was stolen, and I had to get that fixed or whatever I did, okay, I found out that Jewish Heritage, Thomas Bowlby. I was told that my so-called songs were downloaded in Pakistan. And, the dreaded tritone. There it is. A nice car ad runs on this, leaving my music video art for the masses. So it's really bizarre how the advertisement is chosen. Okay. And here's an example of the tile. I had lots of stuff with Alex Tierra. And he don't take himself seriously, and I don't really have time for anybody who doesn't at least give themselves a chance in the arts when they've been gifted the act. It's more than just jamming by the river. He's a talent. Bashing My Fear, John Peters. The Red Sessions, Lou Reed, Meek Mill and the Gods of Philly. This thing, I'm glad I found this because there's no record of this. And if anybody out there ever downloaded any of it, look at this. Long and dirty word. Gentrification may be losing its stigma. Where the fuck does that come from? Recorded live by people near the fire on Charles Street, Philadelphia. I want to. Mickey Beyond for his heart. Rosemary Begley, one of the greatest. I was like,